What's good? What's good? What's good, family? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the greatest podcast on your social media platform. It's that time again. It's Tuesday. I know it came around like clockwork, and we're ready to give you some more good fire for the night. Listen, you already know tonight on the Black and the Bold podcast, you're going to hear some thought provoking, some gut wrenching, and yes, with my funny self, sometimes some tear jerking content that you just can't get enough of. But listen, I'm the bold, the black. He's out and about. He's still helping in the background, but it's just me and the beautiful for today. So we're just going to push forward, and we're going to make sure we create some fire content for y'all tonight. So we'll just go ahead and get started. Beautiful, I'll let you start tonight. First time ever, you got a chance to start off the show. But listen, you kind of grown on us, so we're gonna give you a little opportunity to shine a little bit. So I'm gonna be a gentleman tonight, and I'm gonna let you do your thing. So check it out. Let me know what you think.
Really? Okay, I'm not even gonna mess with that at this moment. Hello, podcast world. So glad to be a part of this Black in the Bold show here. We're so excited about the content that we're bringing forth to you tonight. We hope that it is definitely, as Black in the Bold says, always thought provoking and definitely life changing. We hope we're putting out some jewels, some real information that is applicable to your everyday life. And then we're changing, our little piece of the world one podcast at a time. So I am Suzette. I'm native of Valdosta, Georgia, graduate of Lowndes High, graduate of Valdosta Technical College, where I received my degree in radiologic technology, and I am changing the world through healthcare. That's my vice, my vice. I'm about to get geared up for an assignment at Emory. I was very fortunate to be a part of that Emory community, so I'm getting excited about that over the summer, and just excited to see what this summer is going to bring for us. Juneteenth is right around the corner. I see a lot of people getting hyped up about Juneteenth again this year, so that's exciting to see the shift in our community, all the hype and all the excitement about Juneteenth, as well as Father's Day. Father's Day is getting a little traction this year too, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, what about you? What's been going on with you?
Listen, 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 listen. Lady on radio, I just got to go ahead and mimic her and mock her a
Yeah.
little bit. Listen, listen, listen. I've been having a good time, and I'm blessed. I'm happy to be here. Start of another week, start of another month. We are in month number 6. 2022 is almost halfway gone. So I'm excited about what I've experienced, but what yet to come. But I'm the bold. I'm the bright one. I'm the loud one. I'm the gaudy one. I'm the loud laugher. I'm the sharp dresser. I'm the one, wearing the nice cologne. I like to have a good time. I'm just all over the place. But I'm the bold one. Edward Mack, of course, from Valdosta, Georgia, Lowndes High grad. That way, Lowndes High grad, UCF grad. Had an opportunity to jump out there and get some things in the corporate world. But now I reside in corporate talent acquisition and doing great things in that area. Just had a son to graduate high school, so proud of him. He's preparing for his secondary education in August and got a sixth grader coming. So, I got a lot going on, but I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm optimistic, and I'm definitely, definitely ready for the night. Listen. I got my do rag on tonight, so anybody can get the smoke tonight. Anybody can get it. I'm just feeling myself tonight. So if you want to get all up in the chat talking trash, you better be ready to cam up. You know what I mean? But I'm just playing with y'all. But yeah, I'm excited about tonight, man. I'm really hyped about tonight. Shout out to the Black. He's out traveling with the family, man, but he's definitely supporting us in the background. So appreciate you, bruh. And everybody that's tuned in, we're gonna have to do some little bit of housekeeping. Make sure when you log on tonight, make sure you like the page, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share. If you want our Instagram handle, there it is, right there. Facebook, the Black and the Bold. We want to make if you go to YouTube, and the Black and the Bold on YouTube, we want to make sure you go there. The link is already on the Facebook page, and it's already linked up So just click the link, share it with your mama and your grandma and your auntie. Them make sure they all know they can log on. They need some black and bold in their life too. So I'm excited for the night. But listen, we've got a few topics tonight we're going to throw at you. They're not all related. They're all kind of here and there, but they are going to provide a little perspective for the conversation tonight. But let me look in the chat really quickly and see, do we have anybody that has chimed in as of yet? Yeah, we not yet. Nobody's chimed in yet, but we're going to wait around for those that are on YouTube. There may be some that are already in the chat on the Facebook page, and if not, then we're just going to dive in and keep on going with the conversation that we have prepared tonight. Before we get prepared, I got to ask you, how was your weekend? How was your Memorial Day weekend that you had? Did you have a good Memorial Day weekend with the family and friends?
I did. I did. It was good. It was quiet. Um, we generally try to first we try to, really highlight the veterans and the people within our family that have served this country. Really try to pay homage to them, and we just spent it just with family, just trying to catch up and have some quality time. Nowadays family is so spread out, so it was nice to see some people and spend some time with family that I hadn't spent with in a while. So it was good. It was good. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
about you guys?
Yeah, man, we had fun, man. We had an opportunity to get out. Actually went down to Orlando for a little bit. And the family, we got out and had some time to chill, man. Had some time to really relax and recuperate. And of course, we got an opportunity to living in Jacksonville, so we got a chance to visit the beach.
Yep.
Um, and get out there a little bit. And that's me and my daughter's safe haven. We love the water, so we get out there and splash around a little bit. But we enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I hadn't had a restful weekend like that in a while, so
Oh,
it was cool. It was cool. It was real cool.
good. Yeah.
All right,
I, we had a
go
lot
ahead.
of graduations. We had a lot of graduation events too.
Oh
So
yeah, shout out
yeah,
to
we
the
Yeah, shout out to the grads. Well, I mean, you had one in your home, but I got invited to a lot of different graduates this year, and if God says the same and all the planets line up, I'll have my own very own graduate next year, class of 2023. So they'll be
congrats.
faces, yeah, yeah. So I'm excited about her gearing up for this upcoming year. It's going to be an exciting year. It's going to be an expensive year, so I'm also getting my ducks in a row for that as well. So, yeah.
Expensive. What you talking about? Graduations aren't
And oh
expensive.
my God, for the girls, they well, you know what, you got a sixth grader coming up, but you'll know as time, there's hair, there's nails, there's
Fine.
pictures,
Yeah.
there's makeup, there's dresses, and the list really goes on and on. So yeah, it's an expensive year, but I feel like we need to celebrate our youth who are doing well, in life and doing positive things. So I'm preparing myself for it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
excited.
you all can get pretty expensive even as third, fourth, and fifth graders. It's kind of
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
expensive, man. It's an experience. Like, yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
I've had a chance to buy pageant dresses and
Right.
all that kind of stuff and
Yeah,
makeup and
you got to dabble. You got to dabble into it. Like, nowadays young ladies are saying their dresses are 300 and up. 300 is a bargain for a formal dress. So
I
yeah,
know,
it's gonna be an
I know.
expensive year. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to. We were a part of that the AKAs in 2020
Hmm.
had a Miss Ivy pageant, and
Yeah.
actually my daughter won.
Yeah.
And shout out to Tiffany Crowell. She was the sponsor and everything. And man, when I tell you, man, every time I turn around, it was something,
Yep, yep. You
something.
gotta keep that wallet. You gotta do some, exercise for that wallet on those times of the year.
But
Arm control.
I had a good team. I had a great advocate, man. Listen, that Miss Ivy pageant is really cool.
Yeah,
Again, shout out to Tip Crowell for really really supporting and stepping up and doing so much, if not most of the work. To be honest with you, but me as a dad. And I was like, there's no way in the world I want to do this
It's a
every
little
day.
overwhelming, but it's exciting for everybody that's involved to see. It's really like a Cinderella moment for real. You see, the transformation of it all. It's worth it in the end. It
Yeah,
is.
yeah, it is. We got trophies and tiaras and all kind of stuff and sashes all over the house. But
Absolutely, absolutely. And it kind of brings us to some of our topics of tonight about is it really worth it in the end, the flip side of things. So, yeah, we're going to be dabbling into a little bit of the motive of everything. So, I'm excited to get into that tonight. Yeah.
yeah, it's definitely gonna be one of those situations because I'm really hoping that we can get some good conversation tonight because I think it's necessary with our topics. We could jump right in. I know there's a lot that we deal with on I guess the last 2 or 3 years. Relationships has definitely been a very hot topic. Every week seems like there's something coming into the forefront to discuss about a relationship. That somebody's doing something. Somebody cheating on somebody. Somebody didn't had a baby on somebody. I don't know. It's always something every week. Somebody's having trauma in their relationships. Well, this one isn't really trauma. It's really more something that's shocking that happened within a relationship. I'm just going to read you the headline. Former NFL player and star Ricky Williams takes his wife's last name to create relationship balance. Former NFL football star Ricky Williams, if you don't remember, he was a running back for the Texas Longhorns, and then he got drafted and he played on several different teams while in the NFL. An amazing athlete. Actually, his career was cut short because he just could not stop smoking weed. That was a huge issue for him, and that was back when um, things were a little more touchy about the marijuana. Um, but it was cut short because he just could not let it go, and then he kind of goes into oblivion for a little while, for not a little while, but for a few years. And then when he actually went ahead and got it all together, he then pops up and he starts taking pictures, in wedding dresses on Sports Illustrated, all this other stuff. Then he kind of disappears again, and now we see him popping up, marrying his fiance, and doing something that was absolutely culturally shocking, and that was instead of her taking his last name, he took her last name. So I had to ask the question when I saw this because it really took me for a loop. And my question was, is this the new standard in modern relationships? Because, as you know, the relationship standard has shifted, it's changed dramatically. And, from no longer, from the traditional gender roles being muddied all the way to now it's you take my last name instead of me taking yours. Because there are some relationships that has happened recently within the last couple of years, but now it moved from her taking the last name to a lot of women wanting to hyphenate and keep their last name, um, for whatever reason. Then some have also said that they didn't even want to take on the man's last name, and now we've got men taking on the last name of the women. So I have to ask the question: is this a new standard, in modern relationships? I don't know. I have to ask you the question because I'm lost with this one.
Well, it's definitely not the new standard because according to brides.com, only 3% of married men partake in taking their wives surname or last name. So it's not the standard, but I think it's becoming more acceptable. A lot of people, it used to be very a foreign thing for a man to do. And some people equate it with losing their masculinity a little bit. But I think now it's definitely not common or commonplace. But now it's you don't really, a lot of eyebrows are not raised if that's choose. I think that a lot of people are making it more acceptable a decision between the two people that are involved, which I like the way that's swinging. Yeah.
You do?
I do. I do. I think that it's a decision between the two people getting married. I really don't think the outside world should, you know, have an opinion about whose name they need to choose. Yeah. And also depends on, a case by case scenario. A lot of the time
Wait,
some
wait, wait, wait. So you're saying that you're in support
Mhm,
of marrying a man
mhm,
and then having a discussion about whose name you're going to take?
mhm. Yeah. I'm in support of
So, so I mean, I'm just asking questions because I know for a fact, um, I know for a fact that a lot of there's a number of women who don't look at marriage at all in this traditional sense. They basically came up with their own new age definition of what it means, which is why we have so much partnership talk, and so much power couple talk and all that kind of stuff. So it has evolved. So if we're going to question whose name we're going to take, do all because of course there's a reason why she took his name. Now there are some cultures where very few, but there were some cultures that actually. Okay, we got another troll in here in the chat, so we might want to see if we can block him off of here, um, because that ain't got nothing to do with the conversation. So we're gonna go ahead and block you, my brother.
they're
But
on YouTube.
yeah, yeah, he ain't got nothing better to do than to jump on people's page and talk about something we ain't talking about.
Right.
But but really, you do know that back in those times there were certain things that they took,
Mhm.
they did for a reason. You know what I'm saying? There's a thing there's a reason why they did that, and now it comes to the point where it's like now we can readjust and we can kind of reassess and change up the way that we operate in marriage all over, just all together. Now it's like, oh, okay, now even taking this last name is not even something that we could definitely say is going to be certain. Now it's like when I get married, it's like, okay, well, we might take his name, we might not. We might do this, we might not. So are men going to be given the same option to then kind of pick and choose, or is this going to be a 50-50 where now we're going to basically reconstruct what marriage looks like and how we operate within marriage if we're going to accept the fact that we're going to start stripping away a lot of the traditional standards and norms?
I think it's not it's a conversation again for the two people involved. I don't think it's something that the general masses is going to adapt, um because traditions are hard to break. So a lot of people, again, it's not the popular thing to do, but a lot of people are not really bashing it if that's the option that a couple chooses to take. Especially now we live in a society where women have to think about, you know, securing or basically protecting their own, investment or their own, monies and their name and their reputations and all that, and family names. So yeah, I think that now it's a time in society where, yeah, it might be an option. You might choose to be with someone who does not want to relinquish their family name because their family has built that name up over the years and they don't want to sever their ties with it. So, yeah, I think that's where we are in society right now. Even though, again, I repeat, it's not popular because only 3% of the men do it. But if you're gonna have a very corporate female, or a female who is very demanding in her, or in her own independence, or in her own identity, that's gonna be a conversation for you to have. Before, and that might be a conversation you need to have if it's important to you in the very beginning, because it could be a deal breaker for some people.
Yeah, I think even though there's a small percentage of people who actually participate in that, I really believe it's something that I don't think it's something we should really take lightly, simply because looks like we're gonna have to shut down and start over so we can get on the other platform. It's not,
Okay, all right.
yeah, we gonna listen, y'all. We're gonna shut down and jump back on so we can be on Facebook and YouTube at the same time.
Yeah.
Um,
So see you guys on the other side. Make sure you tune back in. Follow us over there. We'll meet you on the other side.
yeah, I had to block that hater. He ain't got nothing else to do but watch, sit here and watch and
Wow.
remain.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see you on the other side.
All right, we'll see you soon.